Many of the details that we see in the Gospels show us the sort of evidence we would expect if the Gospels are true. And sometimes tiny little observations, such as the feeding of the 5,000, both Mark and John record something about the grass and how much grass or how green the grass was. We know from John that it's the time of year is Passover, and we can also look and see how much rain there would have been generally in any particular year before Passover, and there would have been a lot. So those sort of things fit together. There are other ways in which you can say look at fishing on the Sea of Galilee, and the description of fishing seems to be the sort of thing described that we would expect for that time and place. Now, of course, back then, if you were not a local, it's actually quite hard to get information about the way things are. I mean, if you think that, say, a journey of 20 miles is a day's journey, you think how much information you can get about geography generally, it's quite hard. So the fact that the Gospels are getting these sorts of details right consistently is significant. We learn that there are towns like Bethsaida and Capernaum along the edge of the Sea of Galilee. We learn something of the size of the Sea of Galilee from the length of time it takes to go across. We learn about windstorms, that it's windstorms rather than rainstorms on the Sea of Galilee, all sorts of things that fit with what we would expect. We learn about the positions of tax collectors relative to the fishing trade and the travel that there is through Capernaum. So all of these sorts of things are the sorts of things that suggest that the recording of the Gospels is done by people who were close up to the events, or people have had really extensive conversations with people who were close to the events to get those sort of details right.